It's Gurley Power. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New Orleans Saints. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
I love everything about Andrew Luck's game, but I also love his worldliness. Some of his formative years were spent growing up outside of the United States. And I think that that's helped him when he came back because now he's seen the world. And I think that helped him mature a little bit as well.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And now it's 3rd down. So look now at the defensive starters for the Cardinals. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw in film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it. It gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take off with it. He finds some open field here. It's a gain of 35.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals! Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Luck. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a 2nd award in week 2 of the season.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And an alley to run. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
The numbers from last week's game for Ebron: 8 catches, 91 yards. Throwing again on second down. Luck. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Play action. It's Luck. The catch made by Miller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And Gurley on first down, no chance that time. He's swallowed up for a loss of about 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Luck now to throw. This is caught. 27 yards there, a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Buying time to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 26-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Just like that.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 13 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Love. Completes it to Jennings. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Love. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Love. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-3 is your score after one. To throw again on 2nd down. Luck toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Luck throwing again, and he's got Miller. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of here,
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unlockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On 2nd and goal. Luck toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Gurley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going. Welcome back, everyone, to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans. Currently, the Saints in control of the football as we resume the action in quarter number 2. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team, keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have, NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And now it's 2nd down. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he... Welcome back, everyone, to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans. We're in the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cardinals in control of the football. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Slot, and he can't. Welcome back, everyone, to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans. We're in the second quarter, and it's the Cardinals in control of the football. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
So that one a long 11-play drive, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There's Anthony Miller as they trot back out to go on offense, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They go play action here on first down. Dorsett making the catch. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Love. Looking sideline, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here comes carry number 10. Welcome back, everyone, to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans. Currently, the Saints in control of the football as we resume the action in quarter number 2.
Crawl. Pilot, 64, weak.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Love. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. He'll run it, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Then he'll give it here to his running back. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down past the 30. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Got it. Hey, watch the leg. Tight end Ringo.
Back to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There's Anthony Miller as they trot back out to go on offense. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
So far, he's north of 100 yards receiving. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 30 on second down, Luck nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, his second sack of the night. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans. We're in the second quarter, and it's the Cardinals in control of the football. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There's Anthony Miller as they trot back out to go on offense. He's probably someone they want to get more involved at this point. Second quarter down to the scoreboard, you know that he can be a threat.
And because he's such a threat, as well as so productive, I'm with you on this. They've got to get him the ball more, give him more opportunities for them to have a chance to erase that lead.
Certainly they'll be looking to get him even more in the mix this go-around. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now a first down throw. Luck. Dorsett's got it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Love. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. 3rd and long. It's Love.
The amount of sack.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 27-7, the final score. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. And then on Monday night, folks, you are in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Right back to him on first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We taking wins home.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime, Try to slow down this offense. It has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because
blitz coming, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. This is Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. second down, it's Jones. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They're going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They've been brilliant, perfect on fourth down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. Flushed out right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
In the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Okay, baby, I see you. Yeah. 60 Pittsburgh. The edges, heavy on the edges. Under 10. Ready to go.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores 3
Filet,
times.
filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. As it stands, it's the Saints who have possession of the ball as we roll on in quarter number 3. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a draw play for Gurley. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. A shotgun snap for Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will... take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On second down now, it's Jones, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop the throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Flush to his right. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now back to throw.
They talk about mobility.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their mobile quarterback. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Locke. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. On first down, Locke. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Locke throwing again. He finds his man Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on.
They'll run it with Jones. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. Welcome back, everyone, to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans. It's the Cardinals in control of the football as we wind our way toward a conclusion in the 4th quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver, complete. Welcome back, everyone, to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans. It's the Cardinals in control of the football as we wind our way toward a conclusion in the fourth quarter. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll look to throw here. Dance into it. Welcome back, everyone, to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans. It's the Cardinals in control of the football as we wind our way toward a conclusion in the fourth quarter. This offense already 4 for 4 on 4th down conversions. They're going to try it again here on this 4th down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Cardinals in control of the football as we wind our way toward a conclusion in the fourth quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's see what you got.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. Welcome back, everyone, to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans. It's the Cardinals in control of the football as we wind our way toward a conclusion in the fourth quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Welcome back, everyone, to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome just west. To the French Quarter in New Orleans. It's the Cardinals in control of the football as we wind our way toward a conclusion in the fourth quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. Welcome back, everyone, to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans. It's the Cardinals in control of the football as we wind our way toward a conclusion in the fourth quarter. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Able to find Walter. That's complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Welcome back, everyone, to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans. It's the Cardinals in control of the football as we wind our way toward a conclusion in fourth quarter. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough to get his hands up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Let's go.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
3rd and long. It's locked. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 4 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. They'll drop the throw.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
2nd and 4. Flush to his right. He'll run it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now back to throw, and this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn it around.